If you're a big fan of the romance genre, then you have definitely read series like Kaicho wa Maid-sama, Nisekoi, Toradora, Kaguya-sama, Fruits Basket, and many more. They are funny, sweet, and sometimes wholesome mangas that will make your heart go kyun kyun into the moon every time there's a sweet moment with them. However, this manga I want to talk about today has a weird and mysterious premise, but a surprisingly good and pleasant read. That manga is called Mysterious Girlfriend X, or Nazo no Kanojo X in Japanese. The author of this manga is Ueshi Barichi, a mangaka that likes to represent himself as a bad cat on his Twitter, and plaster that character on his works as well. Our story starts at a high school where Akira Tsubaki, our main protagonist, is getting a new transfer student in his class, and her name is Urabe Mikoto, a girl who has short hair and bangs long enough to cover both of her eyes. At first glance, she looks like a typical Japanese high school girl, but as time went on, she got labeled as a weird person because of her actions in school. This is because she always sleeps through class breaks and lunch breaks. She doesn't want to be bothered by anyone, and then one time she suddenly bursts out laughing without explaining because it's a personal thing that she can't say. In one afternoon, while almost everybody has already gone home, Tsubaki notices that Urabe is still sleeping in her desk with a pool of drool beside her mouth. He woke her up and got a good look at her face and thought it was cute. She woke up, then she left the room, while Tsubaki, a perfectly healthy high school boy, couldn't resist and tasted Urabe's drool on her desk like it's the normal thing to do. First of all, I want to talk about the drool, since many people might be turned off of it because the drool is disgusting and gross and dirty. And why is he licking the drool on her table? But I promise you that if you can get past the weirdness of it, you'll be able to witness a romance that you have never seen before. Okay? Now, back to the drool. So basically, they can share their emotions, thoughts, and physical happenings to their body when they exchange their drool to the other. Sweat can also be applied here because there's a chapter related to that about going to the beach. So, to further explain their special bond, there's a chapter 2, where Tsubaki is trying to do couple things with Urabe, like holding hands, trying to hug each other, and many more. But nothing really happens when they go home, apart from the drool licking routine that they do every day to avoid Tsubaki getting sick, because apparently he got addicted to her drool that will start having withdrawal symptoms. He'll start getting a fever if he didn't get his daily dose of it. So, Urabe explained that they don't need to do normal couple things, because they already have a bond that ties them together, which is the routine that they do, which is the drool licking. To prove that, Urabe and Tsubaki went to a secluded building where Tsubaki is told to close his eyes while they are doing their routine there. So when Urabe gave him her drool, he started to get a nosebleed, and his heart started feeling excited. Apparently, Urabe was naked while she's giving her drool, so her feelings of excitement at that moment got transferred to him, hence the nosebleed. For me, I think it's a brilliant way to show the emotions of the character without uh, without words being spoken, and also to prove that their bond is valid. The manga also doesn't waste your time when it comes to characters having a misunderstanding of the situations. At the end of the chapter, the misunderstanding is already solved or it will be solved in the next chapter, deepening the relationship after that. Their unique relationship can't really be compared to other anime couples, and I actually really like that, since I think their relationship is very unique. As they go about their relationship, their unique bond will slowly form into true love as the manga goes on. They'll meet many characters that will help deepen their bond as a couple, like Tsubaki's sister, Oka, who will be a friend of Urabe, and many more. Early on, one of the things that can really catch your eye is the fan service. Yes, they have one. Though it's not really the focus of the story, so it's not shown a lot. They'll show full naked bodies, but it's very simplified, no nipple drawings, so it's not really sexual if you look at it, and I think that's fine. Apart from the plot, I would also like to give my opinions on the art style of the manga. If you look at it, you can see that it's very dated and kind of old school. This is probably because the manga is not set in the modern day, but at a time before smartphones even existed. As for the backgrounds, I would just like to say that the backgrounds the author drew is very mwah, very beautiful and detailed, especially when it's showing the dream world where Tsubaki and Urabe is dancing on top of a building in a strange city full of different elements and genres. In a city where too many things can't be described easily. I also like the theme of the story, which is exploration of adolescent romance, because many situations in the manga can also be seen on Japanese couples today in their adolescent years. Of course, excluding the drool. Finally, I would like to say that this manga has an anime back in 2012. It has 13 episodes and 1 OVA that you can watch right now on streaming websites. It's very short, so you can probably finish it in a day. Honestly, some of the soundtracks of this anime also feel very mysterious and ominous, but in a good way. I'm even using it in this video. The opening and ending are also a banger. Hokago no Yakusoku, Koi no Orchestra is very good, since it greatly represents the theme and mood of the show. It's a very... If I have to give a rating to it, I would give it an 8 out of 10. It's a very good read all the way through. And there's only like 92 chapters, so you can finish it in probably 2 days. Though other people might not like it because of its old and gross premise, I really enjoyed it a lot, so I hope you feel the same way too after reading it. I think it's worth checking out. Thanks for watching my video. I really want to share my love for this manga, so I made a video about it. Moving forward, I would really appreciate if you support me by subscribing and liking the video. Alright, that's it for me guys. I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!